Wow, seriously? It's been a whole year that I've been doing carnival. Really blows my mind. Kia ora everyone, I'm Keith. I'm 52 years old and I live in a really very beautiful country called New Zealand. Yes, it's been a whole year now as a carnivore. Definitely didn't think I'd be saying that so soon. The time just flew by. But like many others, I've had my weight loss struggles up until I found carnivore. It's really interesting. So on my channel, I will be sharing my carnivore journey and experiences with you all over the next coming weeks. A year ago, I decided to give carnivore a go. I actually thought to myself, if I could do just 1 week of carnivore, then I would be able to see if I would feel any differences. And you know what? Within 3 to 5 days, I absolutely did. So I'd like to be sharing that with you. But like many others, I had my doubts. But how am I going to know if this way of eating was going to help me unless I tried it for myself? In the next coming weeks, I'll be uploading videos on my experiences before carnivore and now as a carnivore. There may be other videos that I will upload, such as interviews, so look out for those. They will be interesting, and for me they will be a learning curve and a new experience. My up and coming videos will include my mental health issues before carnivore, which were PTSD, bipolar, depression and anxiety, medications I used to take for my mental health. I'd like to really talk on that. And also the many therapy sessions I went through while I was trying to find my way back. And I had psychologists and therapists that used to help me with my sessions. So I'll be talking about that. Another video I'd love to talk about is my physical health issues. So I was pre-diabetic. I had really high blood pressure. I also had constipation and diarrhea. I had uncontrollable bladder issues, ongoing gout, large cysts growing all over me. That was really terrible. And of course, sleeping disorders. All of these things just went together. So I'll be doing a video on all of that and discussing my experiences. Another video I'd like to look into is I did keto for 10 months and now I'm carnivore for 12 months. But I'd like to just give my experience and what I found the differences were between carnivore and keto. Another video I'll be talking about is my behaviors before carnivore. That's really interesting. I did a lot of binge drinking on alcohol back in the days, and I'll be talking about that and how it affected me. I'll also be talking about what felt like an insatiable appetite for sugary, carby, loaded foods that were highly processed. That was interesting. I just couldn't stop eating them. I just needed them, and I used them as what everybody would call comfort food eating. So I'm sure a lot of people might resonate with that. The other thing that I'm really wanting to discuss in that video is the way that I used to interact with my family, my friends, and the general public, just everyday people I might come across. I've had a think about that, a serious think about that, and I wondered how my behaviors used to be before and how my behaviors are now. And I'll be sharing that in one of my videos too. So I hope you might get something out of that. Another video I thought about was my exercises and my experiences around exercise. I've had one real major achievement in exercise in my life, and I did that at the age of 45. And I'd like to discuss that with everyone and to share it as a video and let everybody know what my experience was then when I achieved what I did, and now when I've achieved what I've done through carnivore. It's a very different experience. So I'd really like to go more in depth into that, like all of my videos. These are just a few of my life experiences that I'll be sharing before Carnivore in my next and upcoming videos. I'm hoping that you'll get an idea of what I was putting myself through, what I was putting my family through, and what I was putting my friends, or what friends I had at the time, through. I was so metabolically unhealthy that it not only affected me, it affected everyone around me. And so I'm hoping by doing these videos that you'll get an idea of what it was like for myself and others. So join me as I share my ups and downs in my life's journey before and during Carnivore. Maybe you'll find some similarities in what I have to share. I mean, I hope you do, and I hope you have different ways of thinking about things and maybe giving Carnivore a go or something that might work for you. But I'm hoping my videos will encourage you at the very least to find something that's better for you. Also, I'd like to thank the few subscribers that I have at the moment. This for me was not an easy thing to do. I felt like I had nothing to offer as I haven't achieved much in the past few years. But now that I've achieved my 1 year carniversary, and after getting some helpful encouragement from my carnivore friends, I now believe by sharing my experiences while doing carnivore, maybe, just maybe, it will reach someone or anyone else going through similar struggles. I hope it finds people when they most need it, because I've found in my life that at my lowest times, things would happen, and all I had to do was to reach out and grab it. So I'm hoping with these videos that my viewers or people that watch will get to see my videos, feel a connection in some way, and find their way. And I hope it's to Carnivore, because just in my experience, the Carnivore way of eating is a healing way. It heals you, it's healed my body, and it will carry on healing as long as I continue to be a carnivore. And finally, I'd like to do a big shout out to the many carnivore channels, communities and friends I've met along the way. Without your constant encouragement, knowledge and a willingness to share, I don't think I would have made it to my 1 year carniversary. I've had a serious think about this. I really have. And when I first found Carnivore, I knew deep down inside, I knew I couldn't do this by myself. I could definitely eat carnivore foods, but there was a knowledge I hadn't achieved yet. And the way I feel anyways that you achieve knowledge in this lifetime is by talking to others. And so I had to find a community. I'm going to do a big shout out to the SBG gang, to the SBG community and all those that are in it. I've been there for a whole year now, and without that constant support, constant encouragement, the amount of knowledge that is within that community, it made me think about myself and what I wanted to achieve. Yes, the journey is mine, but the knowledge I had to gather had to come from others, because I didn't have that knowledge. Now I have that knowledge, I want to share it with you all too. And so hopefully in these up and coming videos, I'm able to give you a little bit of insight into what can happen to someone like myself who was so metabolically unhealthy, so lost in this world. What carnivore can do for you and what a community can do for you. Like a carnivore friend once said to me, you are not alone, Keith. Because that's how I felt. I felt alone. I was doing this carnivore journey by myself. Everyone around me was just eating the standard way of eating. And here I was going to make this huge change. And I was doing it by myself. And when my carnivore friend said that to me, that was the moment I knew I wasn't alone. I knew that If I reached out and I talked to someone and I reached out to a community, I could make it. So to everyone that sees this video, until I see you again, stay safe, stay blessed, and stay carnivore. Aroha nui whānau.